What's good, everybody? So, I'm making this video because we're going to talk about Marvel's Blade movie. Now, this movie was supposed to have been done and out a long time ago, but this production has had a lot of problems, a lot of setbacks, which has put this production in shambles to the point that now people are like, okay, is the movie coming out? What's going on with it? Is Mahershala Ali still uh, attached to it? What's going on? So I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions about the Blade movie uh, and what I think is going to happen with this film and what to expect. But once again, these are just my opinions, how I feel about it. Now, we all know, I think it was 2019 that Mahershala Ali was announced that he was going to be the new Blade. Everybody was excited about it. Some people was kind of not too excited about it because they were like, okay, not to take anything away from Mahershala Ali, but people still was used to Wesley Snipes being that role, and I was too. And I felt like that the studio owed Wesley another movie because of how that last Bray Trinity came out. That shit was terrible. Okay, it was just call it what it is. It was terrible, and I just felt like that they owe him one. Now, some people may say, "Oh, Wesley's too old to play Blade." That's bullshit. Okay, because if you got Arnold still doing the Terminator and Stallone still doing Rocky and Rambo, Wesley can give you another Blade. And not only that, if I'm not mistaken, I think Wesley's in his 50s. So they decided to go with Mahershala Ali, not taking anything away from that. We was excited. People was curious to see how this new Blade was going to turn out. But they had casting, I mean, not casting problems, but they had production problems. You know, you had the director, there was a couple of weeks before they was about to start shooting. He quit. It was also allegedly that the script wasn't even a full script. It was like 90 some pages. You know, it wasn't really action scenes in that. So the whole production was just, like I said, it was just in shambles. And when people heard this, people was like, okay, so what's going on? What's happening? Then the question that we all wanted to know was Mahershala Ali going to stay on this project? Because, we've been waiting a couple of years and all these setbacks and these problems. We was thinking that, okay, Mahershala Ali was going to say, you know what? I can't keep putting stuff off. I can't keep waiting around to see what y'all going to do, you know. But from what's going on and from what they're saying is that he's still involved with the project because they have announced that Mia Goth, one of my favorite actresses, if y'all don't know who Mia Goth is, she's played in the movie X. Um, she did the horror film Infinity Pool, and she's got the third film to the X franchise called Maxine that's going to be coming out soon. So she was just announced that she's going to be a part. They was announcing that she's going to be a part of the Blade cast as well with Mahershala Ali. That's what has been reported. So Mahershala Ali, from what they're saying, is still involved with the project. And they're saying that from what I'm reading that the project was supposed to come out, I think 2024, maybe 2025. So what they're saying is like they're saying sometime next year. So we just have to see. But as far as we know so far, they haven't really given anything about the plot. They say sometime next year, but when it comes to release dates, I don't really believe the release dates because a lot of times, as we all seen, release dates can change. They can say it's gonna come out this time and then be like, okay, we're gonna push it back to 2 more years. So when they talk about release dates, I don't really listen to release dates until it's officially solid. And right now, they haven't really said anything about a release date for Blade. They haven't even gave a plot. They haven't gave anything. But they just announced that Mia Goth is going to be a part of it. So The question that we all want to know is, what are we going to expect from this film? What is this film going to be about? Is this, matter of fact, I mean, top of the list, is this movie even going to be good? That's the question. Because we've all seen the last couple of years that Marvel has had some flops. They've had some flops in their television department, they had some flops in their movie department, and they just been going through a lot of problems, which was kind of shocking to see that Marvel would go through this, because when they first started years ago with the Marvel universe, they was the hottest thing out there. They was on fire. They was burning down the building, and everything they put out was a hit. But now they've taken a turn to where it's like, it seems like they lost their identity, or people don't know what the hell is going on. They've been putting out projects that hasn't been good. So some people have just kind of lost their faith with Marvel, like, okay, whatever. And you still have some of those diehard Marvel fans that's like, hey, I'm gonna stick it out with them and see what's gonna happen. Me, I love Marvel just like I love DC. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. Marvel has not been putting out a lot of good projects lately, and they just having too many problems in that camp. Right along with the Star Wars camp. They have just been having a whole bunch of problems over there, to the point where you just like, okay, whatever, you know. And with them doing Blade, which a lot of people around the world love Blade, and been having projects, I mean, been having problems with this project as well. It just made people go, okay, what can we expect from this film? You know, is this even, like I said, is this film even going to be good? Is it even going to be worth watching? Is the teaser trailer or the trailer going to be good enough to catch people and bring us in? Because as we've seen, that trailers have came out that look really good, but when we go see the film, it was just like, whatever. It was like the same thing with Ant-Man. The latest Ant-Man movie, the trailer, in my opinion, looked it good, but when you go see the film was just terrible. It didn't live up to the hype. So now the question is that we all want to know with Blade. And I just hope that they don't um mess this Blade movie up. I just hope that they really don't do it, because if they do, it will be terrible, and you're gonna have a lot of pissed off fans, including myself, if they mess up Blade. So I'm hoping that with all the things that have taken place and all the problems on this project, that they really sat down and really said, okay, let's get a solid plan together to make this shit work, because we cannot afford to have another flop on our hands. You know, especially with a franchise like this that so many people love. You know, so I'm hoping that they can get it together, and not only that, to have Mahershala Ali still sticking with the project, and they're announcing people cast to this project, is giving a little bit of light. But once again, we won't know until we see the finished product. We won't know until they drop their first teaser trailer, or until they drop their full trailer that's going to let us know, is this a movie that we should see, or this a movie that we shouldn't see. But I'm pretty sure that the trailer is going to do its job, that's going to grab our attention. And I say that people are going to see the movie out of curiosity, because they've been waiting to see this project for so long. But we all just hope that the film is good, that it's a blockbuster hit. You know, now, like as I said before, I still say that if they're gonna do this film, I say they should have gave Wesley Snipes some type of appearance in the film, because once again, they owed it to him from that terrible Blade Trinity. You know, but that's just my opinion. So we just have to see what's gonna happen and where's it gonna take it from there. But you all let me know how y'all feel about this. What do you guys take on the Blade film. Do you think this project is going to be good? Do you think it's going to be another flop for Marvel? You know, what are your thoughts about it? What are your thoughts about them adding Mia Goth to the cast? So I just want to hear from you all. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. And until then, stay tuned.